high school. Now, God does value all life, and His creation should model this vision that He has for us, and that even comes down to showing kindness and mercy and standing up for those and protecting those in times of need. And this can even be translated to bullying, because this is something that does not receive a lot of attention, especially for those who are not involved in this in any way or another, and generally are going to turn a blind eye to this. And in 2014, the CDC defined bullying to include unwanted aggressive behavior, observed or perceived power imbalance, repetition of behavior, or high likelihood of repetition. And 1/3 of teenagers are actually going to be involved in bullying, whether it be as a victim, a perpetrator, or just a bystander. And technology has actually started to play a large role in the people who are attacking these victims, because it allows them to reach them 24/7, and these victims never get the break that they used to get before the uses of technology. And there is physical and emotional bullying. Physical bullying is going to include forcing someone to do something they may not want to do, while emotional is more psychological, ignoring or hiding belongings. And physical bullying is going to occur more amongst guys, and emotional bullying is more amongst girls. And this bullying is something that does take place mostly inside the actual school building. And it's actually going to be mostly amongst the underclassmen, just because of the being more immature and having more time to go after these students or for just mere entertainment. And this is either going to be amongst one student or multiple students. Generally, when girls actually go after other girls or just even other guys, a lot of times it's going to be that more pack mentality and feeding off of one another. And they're really more likely to do this just because of sheer enjoyment and entertainment. No other reason, no other benefit is getting out of this. And the bullies are actually more likely being abused at home, and that is going to allow them or make them feel like they need to take it out on those in the school around them to give them that sense of empowerment and feel like they're actually in control. And technology actually creates a large diversity for this. Such an example would be a laptop, where emails can be accessed, social media, chat rooms, and even texting, because it's just giving those perpetrators just 24/7 access to these victims. And actually 15.5% of students are being cyberbullied in one way or another, and that does extend to every types of messaging and contact that can be used through the uses of technology, whether it be an email, a chat room, or a blog, or social media. And this is actually, these victims who are being now attacked 24/7 are going to be more likely to get into fights, and that goes back to that feeling of wanting to be in control and feel like they are not the victim in that situation, and like they actually do have control of what's going on in their life. And 81% of teens are actually going to take part in this because of that feeling of being anonymous, and that what they say isn't having that same impact because they're not actually seeing the person in front of them. And this is actually going to more commonly happen amongst girls than guys. And this is really because 74% of girls spend a lot of time in chat rooms and on social media and emailing. So this is something that they are already in that environment, so it makes it more likely to occur, and it can go back to that pack mentality of one girl starts doing it, so then others join in wanting to look cool and fit in with friends. But this behavior is something that can be discouraged and even eliminated in the school system and at home with cyberbullying, because the victims just need that encouragement and for someone to just come alongside them and let them know that there are people there for them and who are willing to stand up for them. And the school staff can even help. And not just the school staff helps, but also friends and family of the victims. And the staff and parents can even work together, forming these committees to engage those around them in the prevention and making people more aware of what is going on in the system, make them more aware that 1/3 of students are being bullied in one way or another, and 1/3 of people are involved, that technology really does matter and makes a huge difference in how people are being bullied nowadays, and even talking to them about the ways that you can discourage this in the setting, in the school setting, because bullying really does impact everyone in the environment, whether you are the victim, the perpetrator, or just a bystander. You can come alongside those victims and be a friend when they need it and just provide them simple words of encouragement, or actually standing up and protecting them, because that is what God has called us to do. Because we are supposed to view others as being precious, and we're supposed to be gracious to others because He is gracious to us, and merciful to others because He is merciful to us. And we need to protect those around us because that is what He would do in our place.